you're asking me is that you have a 3-year-old who's already sitting in a high chair, but rather than just taking the tray off and pulling the high chair up to the table, you'd like them to sit in some sort of supportive seating right at the table. That's the key, is you definitely want some sort of seating that's going to offer good support, because if we don't, and we just put even a 3-year-old in a regular dining room chair, that chair is way too big for that child, and they need extra support still around their hips and also something under their feet. In that situation, ideally, in a perfect world, I like kids to have something like a kikaroo or a Stokey Trip Trap or some sort of chair that grows with the child, so they have a footrest and they still have a little bit of a safety belt around them. Plus, they're up high enough that the table itself comes right up to their sternum, right at the bottom of the breastbone, so they can rest their elbows on the table, and it isn't too high or too low, because all of that contributes to a child being able to stay at the table longer. Let's say, though, that you don't have that available for this particular child. So what you're going to do is take a look at your kitchen table seating and just make sure that in that regular chair that the child's sternum, the bottom of his breastbone, is right up against the edge of the table, okay? And in order to do that, you might be able to just raise up his seat a little bit with, back in the day we used phone books, but use whatever you want to get creative. If you use a regular booster seat, the only issue with those is you still have to be able to have the child scoot right up to the table with their little knees underneath and their feet on something. In that case, if they're too far away, you're going to run into problems. So just make sure with their booster seat that they still have some good positioning, and then make sure they have something under their feet. And one of my favorite things to do is just take an old laundry basket, turn it upside down, poke 2 holes in it, and then literally lift up the chair and put the chair legs through the holes, and then that footrest will go wherever that chair goes. You can come up with a lot of different creative ideas like that, but the main thing is, whatever you do, you want them to have good feet support. We all say you need your feet to eat, and you want them to be able to be pulled up to the table with their elbows resting on the table, again, right at sternum height. All of that is going to contribute to his ability to stay at the table.